No, there's nothing wrong with a little head. Hey guys, it's Drew with Living History Comes Alive and Living History's Mysteries. You know, get over here. Come on. But be careful, be careful, be careful. During this Halloween season, I was trying to find the best stories, the best urban legends, the best myths to tell you guys about. And I think today we found a great one. And I come to find out it had origins right here in the state of Michigan that I didn't know about. There's stories of these little creatures, these little beings, these little humans from all over the country. But to find out that they got their start right here in Saugatuck, Michigan, just blew me away. I lost my head. Who writes this stuff? Jesus criminy. But anyway, sit back, grab some popcorn, and a change of underwear. Today, we're going to talk about the Melonheads. And stay tuned after the Melonhead video for some actual footage of a Melonhead child named Rubber Johnny. Point, stay tuned.
Several hundred acres of waterfront land were purchased by Dor Eugene Felt, a wealthy inventor of the comptometer, basically an early calculator. In 1925, he began constructing what became known as Felt Manor, 12,000 plus square foot mansion. However, they were never able to enjoy their new home. His wife died just 6 weeks after moving in, and Dor passed away 1.5 years later. The family kept the mansion until 1949 when it was sold and turned into a Catholic prep school for the young men. Outgrowing the property, they eventually built an additional school next to the mansion. In the 1960s, a group of nuns lived in the property. By the late 1970s, things took a turn. The state of Michigan turned the property into a prison. Part of the mansion was used as offices for state police and a drug enforcement agency. Changed hands again in the early 1990s when it was sold to the township to preserve and restore the grounds, making it available to the public. This is the history you'll find on the website. What you won't find mentioned is the legend of the Melonheads.
They're called Melonheads. These little people with large heads are said to creep around the woods of Allegan County. Stories of how they got there differ, but one thing's for sure, they've scared a lot of people.
You might have heard the name before. They are ranked as number 3 on a list by Crack.com as the top monster movie ideas Hollywood should be making. I even wrote a screenplay about them back in 2013, which still is up for option. Any producers out there? There are similar legends of Melonheads in Ohio and Connecticut, but the origin is believed to be here in Michigan sometime in the 1970s. However, according to some people, it had been talked about at least 20 years earlier.
You do hear stories of older people that said, well, back when I was a teenager in the 1950s, we would be out and we'd see glowing eyes in the woods.
Naturally, over the years, there have been several variations on the story, but we're going to stick to the original. The story goes that near the Felt Manor, there was once a hospital that treated hydrocephalic children called the Junction Insane Asylum. Hydrocephalus is a medical condition where excess water in the brain causes the head to swell. If you've ever seen the internet video Rubber Johnny, you have an idea what it looks like. The doctor in charge of the children supposedly abused them both physically and emotionally, and eventually the children killed the doctor and then escaped to the surrounding woods, where they became feral and lived in a system of underground caverns. The only time they come out is when they need to feed, because naturally they became cannibals. Felt Manor has been completely restored, and the former jail, which is also said to be the hospital, has been demolished completely. But even just a few years ago when I first visited, there were still ruins scattered about in the woods nearby. The manor itself is rumored to be haunted by ghosts, both relating to the Melonheads and separate. During the Halloween season, they even open their doors to those brave enough to spend the night inside, an event which draws thrill seekers and explorers from as far away as Japan. After murdering their doctors, the children had no place place to hide the body, so it is said they chopped him up into small pieces and hid the parts around the mansion. Rumors exist that you can see shadows of the murder through the light of an open door. This building here is one of the ones that was simply a ruin of the foundation when the last time I was here. Now it's been completely rebuilt.
The pump house.
Next, we headed into the woods, which are now the Saugatuck Dunes State Park. One of the things teenagers over the years would do is drive along the road leading to the park and mansion. Turning off and on your headlights, you might just see a flash of one of the Melonheads. We decided if it's going to be at all fruitful, we better head off the main trails.
Over the river into the woods. How are you there? Is there something in the office? It's night in there.
The park takes up a massive 1,120 acres and is home to all sorts of wildlife and vegetation. Did you know cactus grows in Michigan? Neither did I.
How are you feeling? Are you feeling okay? You feel well? Can I get you something? Want a glass of water? We're not really getting anywhere, are we, at the moment? Are you seeing something? Is there something you see over there? What do you see there, Johnny? What's this about Mama? Is this your mother? What's the matter? Do you want Mama to come in? Don't breathe like that. It'll make you feel really strange. Nothing's going to happen. Just calm down. Just try to relax. Try to keep calm. You're getting a bit stressed out at the moment. Would you mind if I gave you an injection? To make you calm. Should we try to make it?
What do you think about that? I'll tell you what, some of that footage of Rubber Johnny still makes the hairs on the back of my, well, the back of my neck stand up. I cannot believe that. That stuff is eerie. Could you imagine an entire colony of those little things running loose in the forest? sends shivers down, I don't know why. Who's writing this stuff? Sends shivers down my spine. But hey, we've still got a few days left in the month of October, and just a few more days until that trip to Gettysburg, Pennsylvania, for the 2 video series, The History of Gettysburg and The Haunted History of Gettysburg, Ghosts Still Walk Among Us. I'm looking really forward to this, guys. So, hey, I'm going to head, Jesus criminy, honey, can you stop right, oh God. We're going to head out. As always, if you would please, like, share, subscribe, comment. Definitely, definitely. Wait. Ding that little bell. That way you'll know when new videos come up. And we prove time and time again, we're heads and shoulders above the competition. Oh, God. We'll catch you on down the road.